Before we start, let me go over briefly what matcha is. Matcha is green tea that's grown in the shade. It is very labor intensive. There are three main categories of matcha: ceremonial, culinary, and industrial. Ceremonial is top grade and is meant to be drank straight, nothing else added to it. Ceremonial tea leaves are the first harvest. It has the most nutrient, is characterized by the famous deep emerald green color, and has a sweet taste to it. Hence, it's used in the Japanese tea ceremonies. The price range in the ceremony category goes from around $10 an ounce all the way up to over $100 an ounce. There are many different grades in the ceremony category. The grades are dependent upon how much processing was done. Was the stem removed from the leaves? Or how it was ground? Was it stone ground or mechanically ground? And the third test is naturally the taste test. The next category is culinary. This is the second harvest. The tea leaves do not have that real dark, deep green look as the ceremonial. It's got a slight bitter taste to it, hence it's used for cooking or making lattes. The culinary category also has many different grades, and thus price ranges from $2 an ounce and upwards. The last category is industrial. This is the third harvest, or the mature leaves. These leaves have a yellowish tint to it, almost approaching dark brown in some cases. These leaves are the mature leaves, and it's used basically for commercial food processing where aesthetics doesn't come into play. Now, when you're purchasing matcha, just kind of be careful. Try to refrain from going to like Amazon and purchasing by price. Instead, look for matcha that is grown in Japan. Other countries that grow matcha, but do you really trust them or the quality? Japan makes the best matcha. And the two areas in Japan that you want to be looking for is one that's produced in Kyoto and the other one in Kagoshima. Those are the two best areas where matcha is grown. Now, I just want to warn you that there's a lot of fake or counterfeit matcha out there. They claim to be matcha or they claim to be ceremonial or culinary, but they could be blends, mixtures, who knows. So make sure you buy from a reputable source of origin and from a reputable distributor. Now, the matcha I purchased comes from Matcha, which is a Japanese supermarket in the United States. The one that we have is called Yamashiro Uji, and it's a ceremonial grade matcha. It costs right around $15 or $20 for 1.4 ounces. Pricing alone tells you it's not the highest grade ceremonial matcha out there, but since we're using it to make ice cream, it's a moot point. It's going to be just fine for what we're using it for. In fact, we could probably use a culinary category of matcha since we're adding ingredients to it, but I kind of want to retain that nice deep green appearance of the ceremonial matcha. So we'll stick with this. The price is reasonable and it's going to make a very good matcha ice cream. So enough about this matcha talk. Let's get on and let's make some matcha ice cream. So let's start off making this matcha ice cream. What we have in the tumbler here is 3/4 cups of half and half. You can use heavy cream if you want to, but we use half and half because now mine just tastes a little better. Now we have 1 tablespoon of cream cheese that we microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds. So we add it to the milk. So I soften it in the microwave. We use 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of your matcha powder. Then you just whisk it up, blend it very good. You can use an immersion blender. A lot of people, what they do is that they also warm up this milk solution so that the tea would dissolve better. This works out just fine because when you warm up the milk, naturally you got make sure you don't boil it. Then you got to have time to cool it down. But you just mix it up like this. Then once you got it mixed up, then we're going to add 1 cup of milk. We're using whole milk. Now we're making a pint. The Creamy Deluxe makes more than a pint. Just mix it up real good. You can use an immersion blender, but if I use that, it's going to get all foamy on top, like too many bubbles. And you guys know the routine, right? Put the cap on, stick it in your freezer, make sure it's level, and then 24 hours later, we'll show you what it looks like coming out Ninja Creami. Okay, it's been 24 hours and this is what it looks like. So this is a matcha green tea ice cream. So we'll put in the foodie here. Okay, so we're going to do full in ice cream. Looks like it's almost done. See what it looks like. May have to remix it because freeze is really hard, so let's see what it looks like. Yes. Yeah, we have a very cold freezer here, so sub-zero. So we're just gonna add a little bit, tablespoon of half and half here to remix it. Respin. Okay, that's our first respin. If you want an extra creamy, you could do another respin. I'm going to respin it. It's still a little bit crumbly yet, so respin. Okay, so we'll just take a scoop out. Well, nice and creamy. So nice and creamy it is. Look at the nice matcha color on this thing. See what it tastes like. Very good. So I hope you liked the video. Please click the like button. When you have a chance, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.